Welcome to this performance of Panter, presented by the Modern Prometheans. Please take a moment to turn off your cell phone or anything else that might make noise during the show. If you enjoy this performance, we strongly encourage you to make a donation by cash, credit card, or Venmo. Those donations go directly to the performance. Thank you for supporting live theater. We hope to see you at more events this season and beyond.
What do you want from me?
Get up, Will.
I won't.
You have to get up.
I don't have to do a goddamn thing. There ain't nothing left. Nothing.
There's us.
No. You're just a thought, a voice. You're ashes now, like all the rest. So why shouldn't I just go like the rest of you?
Because then it's all for nothing.
It is for nothing.
We're still here.
And for what? To mourn? To grieve? To howl in the night like a goddamn animal? That's my life, that's all of it.
The pain will lessen.
I don't want the pain to lessen. I need it, Ellie. I need that pain. I need you.
You need to live.
Not without you. Not without our boy.
You'll remarry. You'll have
Don't! Don't you say it.
Will.
What do you want? Can't a man just die in peace? I love you, Ellie. I miss you every day.
If you love me, then make it all mean something. Don't let us have died for nothing. Tell them what it was for. Why it happened.
It happened because we had a dream. A tree on a hill, looking out over a lake. A place in the sun.
A place of our own.
Where the snows wouldn't touch us. Where our family could grow. Where we do more than just get by. We dreamed of America. An America that would open up its arms for us.
Embrace our family. Shelter us in our time of need. Give us a place to grow.
America, America, God shed your grace on thee.
What is America? What is she but a shining beacon?
A siren's call.
A mother who eats her young. She wants you, she hunts you, she calls you screaming to her. You try and resist, but you know you're dreaming of her. This country, this madness, this undiscovered future, this pain and this sadness, is that what drew you to her?
1846. That year, over 4,000 American souls took to the trails and headed west.
Packing up their lives, their children, every worldly possession, and making the 1,800-mile trek. On coaches, on horseback,
on foot, through the heat, the rain, and for the truly unlucky, the snow. How great must your dream be, how desperate your hunger, to pack your life in a wagon and risk it all on the winds of an uncaring wilderness.
1,800 miles, and for what?
A dream, a life, a place, a chance to leave a legacy. Before we're all erased, we'll make our mark on history.
And though the road is hard, it's where we all must go.
We could have never known our fate was buried in snow.
Our fate was buried in snow.
So
tall tale?
A ghost story.
A sick joke.
Does what happened to us have meaning?
Why should it? Who says it has to mean anything?
It has to.
It can't have been for nothing.
We're not just a
A
punchline.
footnote.
No, it's more.
We are donors.
Reeds.
Eddies.
We're humans and animals too.
We are enduring.
Strong, brave.
Americans. And cannibals.
We are America, and we won't be forgotten, and we won't just be a footnote in history, some curiosity to be turned into mockery, and erased as a ghost story. Oh no, we are alive! We will survive! We are your deepest fears, we are just like the rest of you, and if in the end you are here, you will do what you have to do. We are America, and we aren't just animals. There is such a fine line between noble heroes and cannibals. Do it or die, we will survive!
July 19th, 1846. The party forms officially at the crossing of the Little Sandy River, over 800 miles from the Sacramento Valley.
I just want it known out in the open that I have doubts.
Townsend.
Now, I'm not saying you all are going to listen to me. And I'm not saying I'm not going. But I don't feel good about it, and I don't think it would kill us to have a conversation about it.
You may need to catch me up on what this conversation is.
Hello there, I'm George Donner, and this soul full of doubt here is my wife Townsend, and the current discussion is about
Hastings.
the Hastings cutoff.
You're really telling me it doesn't make you just the least bit nervous?
There's nothing to be nervous about.
We're going down an untested trail.
It's not untested, we have Hastings.
Hastings.
He literally wrote the book on it.
I've read the book.
What's your concern?
Who cares?
Hastings went through the new route on horseback. That's one man and one horse, not 80 people with wagons.
I heard it from the fellow running Fort Bridger that he's leading a party a week ahead of us.
That's exactly right.
And you all trust him?
What's the better alternative?
There is no better alternative. Listen, I hear you, Mrs. Donner.
Townsend.
Townsend. Listen, I hear you. But we need to be sensible here. I mean, what would a man have to gain by tricking people into using a route that doesn't work? Look, I've read the book. Studied it. He knows what he's talking about. Now, listen to this.
I've been where you have been, my friend. I've traveled down this road before. That way is just the end, my friend. I know the route, I know the score, I know there's something more. Take my advice. I know a place where the land is free and ripe for the taking. Right now, get to a place for the shining sea that cash you'll be making. And how beautiful skies and green grass, plenty of water going round. Get on your feet and up your ass, can't you hear that sound? There is the sound of wagon wheels, the start ones will be here so soon. Many are the ones who love good deals and drivers and faces. More room, why take the longer way when you could be saving blood, sweat, tears? You'll be so glad the day when you are finally here. California, the freest spot in the USA. California, once you're here to stay. Now let me give you all of this good news. While you're back and I'm just singing the blues. There's a big gold white for worth pursuing. If you're not coming here, what the hell are you doing? We got sun, we got rain, and not a bit of snow. It's illegal, don't you know? What we got here is nothing short of God's favorite paradise. We got land to farm, and you'll be grinning. What's here in this book is just the beginning.
Bradford Hastings.
I know the way, I'm here to guide you.
Bradford Hastings.
The strength you need is all inside you.
Bradford Hastings.
Be your own man and collect your prize.
Bradford Hastings.
What many men fail to realize is that fortune favors the bold, and nothing is safe for the weak. Lesser men will all fall, but I know the way, I know what you seek. I've been blessed with ambition and found a way through with a new path. Some men they may scoff, but they know in their hearts it's a true path. It's smarter and better and faster, and there you can be your own master. And won't you feel lucky the day you arrive in California? Just like the land of milk and honey, California, and good old goddamn stacks of money, California. My name is Lanford W. Hastings. I got off your ass 'cause time's a-wasted. California.
Man, don't doubt one bit.
California.
Here's the path, just use your wit.
California.
Anyone else think he's full of shit? You're expecting to change my mind.
What does it matter?
We're the last party on the trail. A shortcut is exactly what we need.
And if something bad
If
happens?
something bad happens, we're all dead.
Oh, now hold on.
No, he's right. We're already late in the season. So whether it's on the Hastings cutoff or on the main trail, a serious delay is going to be dangerous. At least this way we've got more time to spare.
Increasing our margin of error.
I guess that's a way of putting it. We just gotta work together to get there as quick as we can.
And the shortest route is the Hastings route, right? Yes.
Yes.
Are we going to have to get together every time a decision needs to be made? I'm not big on meetings.
No, now's the time we need to elect a leader for our group.
Who's that supposed to be? You?
And why not? James Reed is a strong leader, right? He's a military man.
Is that general asshole or colonel?
So says the thief.
Let me know how compassion does at feeding your family.
Mind putting your dicks away, fellas? We can measure them some other time.
I nominate George Donner. Successful farmer, good family man.
Yeah, he's alright.
Why, thank you, wife.
I'll second it. Hoping we won't have to make too many hard decisions.
I sure as hell hope not.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed?
We're the Donner Party then.
Don't let it go to your head, George.
Well, I'm quite sure you won't let that happen.
Anything else we need to take care of?
I suppose no one else is going to bring up the cripple? We got a long road ahead of us, folks. We're really going to drag dead weight the whole way.
I don't think that's fair.
What's fair? Who cares about fair?
Of course, a thief would say that. He's a human being.
He's an invalid. But I suppose a man with an invalid wife couldn't say much about bringing another along.
Don't you talk about my wife, you fucking
I will
mongrel.
talk about what I want.
Hey! Luke now rides with me and my family. He's my charge and my problem. I don't need your help, and I sure as hell don't need your approval.
George, you have a muzzle for your bitch?
You afraid of getting bit?
I'm going to bed.
They picked him up a couple weeks back. He'd been left on the side of the trail by his old party when he got too sick to care for himself. The Bleeding Hearts decided they knew better. Decided to throw him in a wagon so he could sponge off of some family until he kicks it. Didn't think I was right? Bringing him along?
I don't know.
It's fair. Fair answer. Better to say you don't know than just say some bullshit filled the empty air. They think I'm cruel.
Reed called you a thief.
James Reed is an idiot. A couple of men and I were out gathering supplies, and I found this great big buffalo blanket out in a field. So I took it.
It was just laying there.
Someone had spread it over some dead savage. The hell was he going to do with it? Should I have let it get eaten by the worms? Am I a monster for thinking about keeping my family warm over the mountains?
I don't know that I would have done it, but I guess I don't see it as being too bad.
Says you're not a fool.
I don't know about that. I packed my wife and my boy and everything we own into a cart and headed off on to God knows what.
You and me both. I've got a daughter, not a son. Louis Kesper.
William Eddy. I was traveling with another group, but they wanted to go up north, so decided to come along this way.
Good to know you. Takes balls to do this, Will. It's not for the weak.
True.
People like James Reed to get some Sunday jaunt up at the courthouse. Just pack the family in a wagon and poof, wind up in California. This isn't New York.
I've never been to New York.
It's fine. Plenty of decent people there. But life in New York doesn't prepare a man for this. It separates him too much from the animal.
I don't follow.
We're animals. Well, no different from the bear or the wolf or the deer.
I don't know about that.
It's true. We wear clothes, we put on airs, but the fact of the matter is, we're no better than any other animal on the planet. And that's not a bad thing. A successful animal is one that'll do whatever it takes for it and its young to survive. Right?
Right.
Animals don't worry about morals. They don't care about right or wrong. They just do what it takes. You get too far away from that. You forget that a beast is still a beast. You're as good as gone, Will.
Seems to me like we're a little better than that.
Sure. Until we're not. We're well trained. How long does that training last? When I was a boy in Prussia, my father took me to a circus. My father was not a kind man. I don't think he was a bad person, but he didn't have any kindness inside him. But on this one day, he took me to the circus. I loved it, of course. What child wouldn't? The star attraction was a lion tamer, one of the most famous in the world. Now, I'd never seen a lion before, and here were 7 large she-lions in a cage, with an even bigger male in the middle. The lion tamer entered the cage, cracked his whip, and immediately they were all at attention. Up on their hind legs, jumping through hoops, perfectly obedient. As docile as kittens. The big finish, the lion tamer walked up to the male in the middle, opened up the beast's jaws, and put his head inside. A trick I'm sure he'd done hundreds of times, maybe 1,000. He gave a big grin to the crowd, and then the lion's jaws snapped shut on the man's neck. The trick had failed, and everyone knew it immediately. Panic set in, and everyone started to run for the exits. Everyone but my father. I got up to run with the rest of them, and he grabbed me, and he sat me down hard. He took my head in his hands, and he made me watch. The lion was shaking, the man ran as easily as a doll. He was screaming, and blood was pouring out of the lion's mouth. I was crying, of course. It was the most horrific thing I've ever seen. My father leaned in close, and he said, "Zwei Arten von Kreaturen." 2 types of creatures, predator and prey. Same for lions, same for man. I hated my father. But it wasn't wrong. The whole world is split up into predator and prey. And maybe in New York they could pretend to themselves that they've gotten away from that. Maybe they have. Just a little. But put a man in the wilderness, and he will have to figure out very quickly which he will be.
Am I stronger than I think I am? Am I sure this is the path to take? If I fail, will someone give a damn? My whole world is now at stake. As I lay awake at night, just just on the edge of sleep. That's when it comes to me. I try to scream, I try to fight. A secret I must keep. I cannot let it free.
Couldn't sleep?
Just had her thinking.
I'm grateful Jim is a deeper sleeper than his father.
He has less on his mind, I hope.
You've been quiet.
Tonight?
For days. A couple of weeks, probably.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry, just let me in a little.
These folks, I don't know if they're prepared for all this.
Are you prepared?
Sure, but I'm just me. This is a group full of women, children, old folks. If we got into trouble, we couldn't lift one of those wagons if we absolutely had to.
Lift one of the wagons? Why on earth would we have to do that?
I don't know. I don't know at all, and that's the point.
You're worried because you don't know what will happen.
None of us knows. Even the ones who read the guidebooks don't really know.
Are you worried we made a mistake coming out here?
Does it matter?
Of course it does.
There's nothing we can do about it.
We could turn back or settle here.
And do what? Raise our son on some godforsaken piece of earth that barely gives enough to get us by? Wait for the snow to hit us again like I did last year? I can't do that again, Ellie.
I know.
I lay awake almost every damn night thinking about it. Our boy, looking up at us, asking why he can't have any more food. Saying he's hungry, and me being so damn hungry I can hardly feel it anymore. We could have died right there in the middle of our own land. I know you told me to think about it, Ellie, but I think about it all the time. One bad winter, and we nearly starved. I don't want to spend the rest of our lives just getting by, raising a boy without a future.
We could figure it out.
I can't do it. I can't go back now. This is our one shot at giving him a better life.
He'd have food on his plate, a roof over his head, 2 parents to love
And
him.
grow up to be like his dad, some dumb farmer who can't read, can't make money, can't even...
I'm damn proud of you, Will. Don't beat up on my husband like that.
No. I know. I just want more for him. I want a goddamn future. Not just a patch of dirt with some rotten vegetables.
If our son grows up to be like his father, you'll have every reason in the world to be proud of him. When you lay awake at night, just on the edge of sleep, I feel you turn from me. But together we can fight, no secrets will we keep. Our family will be free.
All these doubts and fears surround me. They beat me, tear me, bound me. But I'm here and you have found me. When I think I can't go on, when I'm pushed beyond my limit, I just think of you and those fears seem to slip away. When I'm weak you make me strong. Long hours turn to minutes, and it's then I feel the hunger, the drive, and the will to survive. My course and my aim, I will conquer my shame, and even life that was always meant to be.
He'll feel the sun on his face and warm breeze in his hair. He'll escape all the pain and be free from despair.
He'll be better than us, and smarter than us, and God is my witness, he'll never go hungry again. I will lay down my life. I will sacrifice everything, but he'll never go hungry again.
The Donner Party sets out the next day, heading southwest. The going is slow, but relatively easy.
Easy. There is nothing easy about wagon travel. Even those with money enjoy a hard bench seat along a bouncy trail.
Those without may have a horse to ride.
Or share. Children are light enough to ride in the wagons, but if you're not driving, you're likely walking.
Walking much, most, or maybe even all of the 1,800 miles to the promised land.
I'm gonna need some new shoes.
Load up the wagon, wash it,
Gather up the oxen.
be careful, check all the axles.
Are you ready yet?
Let's get a move on, hi-ho! Teams at the ready, hold, keep the line steady.
Don't spread out.
Watch for the children.
Set, let's get a move on,
Let's get a move on.
hi-ho! Mile after mile as the wheels turn. See it in our faces how our hunger burns. Every step and we are closer, closer still. We may lose our strength, but may we never lose our will. Travel and travel and travel and travel and 15 miles.
20 miles.
Hit the harness straight.
Don't forget the water.
Now hold it. It's not a race.
30 miles.
50 miles. Where the hell the trail go?
Watch the axle. Hold it tight.
One more step and we're.
Wait!
What's going on?
What's the hold up?
There's something here in the brush. It
Looks like a scrap of paper.
it's a note, and it's addressed to us.
What the hell? Who's it from?
Who do you think?
You cannot travel through, my friends. The road ahead's completely gone. So stop and catch the view, my friends. Send one to me, and then you'll see the new way through's not long now. I'll come advise.
Bullshit.
So we need to send somebody ahead to find Hastings so he can show us the way through.
Bullshit!
I'll go. I'll come with you.
And what the hell are the rest of us supposed to do?
Just hang tight. Set up camp. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Townsend,
What?
I know you're upset.
No shit, George.
I just don't think it's
We've
a good
gone
idea.
80 miles. That's it. 80 miles, and now we get to sit here and lose time we don't have.
Well, what do you want? You want to go back 80 miles and get back on the main trail? Or maybe we should turn around and go back to Illinois?
I want to be heard. I just want to be acknowledged once in a while. The men get together and I feel like a novelty. Circus act. Behold, come see the educated woman.
You know I respect you.
Sometimes I know that. And sometimes I think you'd rather be quiet. And you being silent is just as good as you being on their side instead of mine. Some want fancy silks and dresses, riches and largesses, but not me. Some want servants, cooks, and butlers. I want something subtler. What I want is everyone to listen carefully to what I say. Trust in me because I know what I am doing. Just wants to be respected and to try doing my way. Why do they try to keep me from pursuing a spot at the table, a more equal share? Because by God I'm able, and damn right I dare. You will not look down on me because I'm not a man. I've got brains and ambition. I'm the one with the plan. How long do I have to sit and wait? Any man would just initiate, take control. Why should I agree to cater to anything a man would have me do? Lose my soul. A brand new land lies before us, and there they won't dare ignore us. And our daughters will see every new possibility, and finally we'll all take our place. A spot at the table, a chance now to bloom.
about that I don't want for you.
But it's not enough to want it for me. You need to be willing to be on my side once in a while. Fight for me, George. Because I'd sure as hell fight for you. I'm not a damsel in distress, but I'm a soldier in need of a partner. Now I have to go back and check in on Luke, and I guess set up camp. Could you lend me a hand?
I'll lend you both.
How are you holding up?
How do you think?
Being tense isn't going to
What the hell else am I supposed to be? It's been 3 days.
I know.
And all I can do is sit here, stare from a distance, and wait.
You're not alone in that, Will.
I know it.
Will, Eddie?
Who's there?
There you are. Will, I want to borrow your gun.
My gun.
Your rifle.
What the hell for?
I want to get out of here and go hunt something. I'm sick to goddamn death of being stuck in this camp. I want to get out of here.
You a hunter?
Who cares? I've been sitting around for days and my wife has me doing women's work, washing the clothes and such.
I ain't keen on having you go out and waste my ammunition.
Oh, goddamn it, Will!
Keep your shirt on. I was gonna go hunt anyway. You wanna come, you can come.
Well, all right then.
But you gotta keep your trap shut or you'll scare off the game.
You think I don't know that?
Well, you're awfully loud every time I see you.
Oh, that ain't fair!
Just go get ready. I'll come find you.
You were going, huh?
No. But I didn't want to touch my stuff. Besides, getting out of here doesn't seem too bad.
Especially if you're going to be in a mood like that.
Sure. I'm in a mood. So I guess I'll go be in a mood somewhere where you don't have to deal with me.
That's not what I
I'm
meant.
not mad at you, I'm just mad.
So go blow off some steam. And bring back something for dinner. A good meal will lift everyone's spirits, I think. I'll get Mrs. Reed to watch Jim, and maybe I'll see if Mrs. Donner needs help with that poor sick man they've got over there.
Okay, just never mind. It sounds good.
Come back in a little better mood.
I'll try.
All right. You know how to read a pulse? Okay. You take your first two fingers, place them on the underside of the wrist between the bones in his arm. You have to press down fairly firm. You might have to feel around a bit, but there. There's his pulse. Okay, now you try it. Come on, don't be shy.
He's sick.
He is. But what he's got isn't something he's going to give to you. So come over here and learn a few things. There you go. Don't be afraid to press too hard. You're not going to hurt him any worse than he already feels. You feel that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's weak, but it's there. He's still fighting.
What's wrong with him?
Cancers, I think. My mother went this way. It's not a good way to go.
I heard Mr. Hesburgh say.
What?
I shouldn't say.
He's been out all day. Most of yesterday, too. He can't hear you.
I heard Mr. Hesburgh say that we should just leave him behind.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Mr. Kesper thinks if someone gets sick, we should leave them to die by themselves.
But he's not going to get better, is he?
He's not. Do you think that makes Mr. Kesper right? This poor man is going to die. Might be today, might be in a week. He thought he could make the trip, thought the good air in California might help him feel better. But he won't make it to California. And sure, it takes a little effort, a little water and broth to keep him comfortable. But wouldn't you rather die knowing someone was there, caring about you? Hello? Come in!
Oh, you're busy, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, come in. I've seen you around. Who are you?
Oh, I'm William Eddie's wife.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No. No way are you gonna come in here and introduce yourself like that.
What?
This isn't James Reed's daughter, and I'm not George Donner's wife. Maybe they think of us that way, but I sure as hell don't. And here in this wagon, we're the ones in charge. So, wife of William Eddy, who the hell are you?
I'm Eleanor.
Now that's a goddamn name. I'm Townsend. This is Virginia.
Hi. Hello.
This is Luke.
He's sick, I heard. Do you need any help?
You have some medical learning?
Grew up on a farm. Lived on farms my whole life. I'm not very good at cooking, so I make up for it by being good at sewing, stitching, mixing herbs.
So you can dress a wound, but can't dress a roast.
Something like that.
Have any kids?
One boy. What about you?
3 of my own, 2 more from my husband's first wife.
And you?
What, me? I'm not even 13.
I met William at 14.
I'd already turned down offers from a couple of men by then.
I've never had anything like that before.
Well, get ready for it, little chick. There's not too many women in California. It's all single men out looking for their fortunes. You'll be fending them off with sticks, hiding a bear trap in your petticoats.
He looks like he's in rough shape. Does he have a fever?
Off and on.
I've got something back in my wagon to break a fever.
It might help, but it won't fix what's really wrong with him.
It might make him a little more... What?
Luke, did you say something? Virginia.
Mama? Mom, I'm sorry. What's he saying?
He's burning up. He's not even with us. If you have something to break a fever, go get it.
You feel ice on your shoulder, your shadow grows colder, the rats are all bolder when death draws near.
Luke, can you hear me?
You hear footsteps behind you, your traveling won't mind you, you know that he'll find you when death draws near.
Come on, Luke, let's get that fever down.
You can run, but your heart cannot hide. He knows all that is burning inside you. Isn't your day? You have no say. Be strong, but your tears will betray you. Oh God, please let me die. I don't want it anymore. I don't want it. I left home. I left Mama. And for what? To die out here in the wilderness with strangers instead of friends? God, I feel like I'm on fire. Like the whole world is burning. Please, God, just do it. Let me die. He stopped shaking.
The fever spiked a moment, but he seems to be past the worst of it, at least for now.
Poor thing. How long? You know.
Tough to tell. He could pass today, tomorrow, in a week. Only thing to do is to keep him comfortable.
This is a lonely way to go.
Hopefully I can make it a little less so. But listen, we have enough troubles around here waiting for them to come back with news. The rest of the camp doesn't need to know how bad it is, okay?
When you're struggling for your final breath, you may find there's a fate worse than death. Try though you may, here you will stay. You've lost all control, you'll obey. Long days.
Long, hot days.
Did it ever get this goddamn hot in Illinois?
Tensions flare.
Can some of you shut the fuck up for a minute?
Like you're the boss of me?
The breeze dies and all we're left with is the heat.
The heat.
Well, flapping your gums about it doesn't help.
But it does a good job of annoying you.
Fuck off.
Children.
While the men bicker, the women do their best to keep the camp together. Wash all the laundry.
Chop all the wood.
Care for the children. Fill all your days, try to make them all good.
Don't let the dark in. Do more than survive. Today may be rough, but you're made of the stuff that says you cannot beat me. I'm here, I'm alive.
Isn't it so amazing the things you get used to? Isn't it so incredible the way you adapt? You can make anything normal if only you choose to. You have to keep life going or else you'll feel trapped. I'm so far from home. Here we roam for the children. We fill all our days and our waits and our lives
Don't let the
on.
dark in. Do more than survive. Today may be rough, but you're made of the stuff that says you cannot beat me. I'm here, I'm alive.
Hello, who's there?
Howdy.
You look like shit.
Oh, nice to see you too.
Did Hastings come back with you?
Oh, we met with him at his party. He rode with us about halfway.
Halfway.
And then he turned back, showed us the rest of the way through, more or less.
Uh-huh.
Townsend?
We know the way.
You're sure about that?
Sure as I can be.
What's it look like up ahead?
It's bad.
It's doable.
Doable?
We can make it through.
The path is big enough for the wagons?
It will be.
What the hell does that mean?
Look, we saw the way through. They had some rough luck with the initial path, and their wagons took some damage because of it. Tight squeezes through some boulders and such, but we have a better path. But we're gonna have to cut our way through.
What?
Just some underbrush and some small trees.
Fucking great.
The stretch ahead is as far as the stretch we just went, and then it opens up.
According to Hastings.
According to the map. George, can you help me out here?
You're the messenger, James, and I'm afraid sometimes it's the messenger that takes the arrows.
Well, hit me if you want, folks, but this is the way through.
Then maybe we should just go back.
Go back.
No, goddammit. You go back if you want, but we're almost to the worst of it. We can do this.
We've lost 5 days.
And if you head back now and catch the main path, you've lost 3 weeks. So let's quit bitching, get some rest, and in the morning we'll head out. That's what our leader wants.
Get some rest, folks. Sharpen your axes. Looks like we got some work ahead of us. Well, we work all day. Rarely sleep at night. You know, in your heart, this can't be right. Well, it's a slow down, hold down, headed for a throwdown. Someone's looking for a fight. Jesus, Tamsin, this is awful.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Well, what choice do we have?
You can't just let the younger men take care of it.
I am too tired to even be insulted by that. How many miles did we make today?
You don't want to know.
Tamsin,
I'm not being funny. You don't want to know.
we've been averaging around somewhere around 15, 20 miles a day before we hit this, so what, 10? 8?
2. I told you.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Make sure you do it outside. I have enough to deal with inside the wagon.
Oh yeah, how is Luke doing?
You don't want to know.
I've been so tired in all my years. I ain't got the strength to waste on tears. But it's a slow down, hold down, headed for a throwdown. Don't you hate to stop and wait, boys? I know it's getting late. God deliver us from here.
This is miserable.
I think we left miserable behind a couple days.
How far today?
You still don't want to know.
5 days now.
How much longer can we keep this up?
As long as we have to.
That's easy for you to say, George. You'd have a heart attack tomorrow and we'd pick up the slack.
If I wasn't so tired, I'd kick your ass.
It's not funny.
What?
This whole thing, it's not funny. It's ain't the
Oh,
time
why
for
don't
any
you
jokes.
calm down?
Why don't you fuck off, Reed? I don't hear a goddamn thing from you.
Hey, there's no need
He's
to.
not wrong for being pissed off about
And
this.
what's fighting amongst ourselves going to fix?
He's the one that pitched this godforsaken path called it doable.
And we are, and we're doing it.
You call 15 miles in 5 days doing it?
I didn't say it was going to be easy, but we're doing it. You can either work like a man and deal with it, or cry like a fucking baby.
Well, I'm gonna shut your mouth for you.
No, I
Hello? Did you hear that?
Go back the way we came?
I'll take a look.
Hello?
Hail! This way! Howdy.
Thank God. I thought we were never going to find you. Who are you?
We're the Graves family. Well, most of the graves are a few miles back. We rode up ahead to see if we can catch up. I'm Sarah. This is my husband, Jay.
Hello, and I'm John Snyder, cattle wrangler, wagon driving all around. Incredible guy. All right then. Are y'all the Donner Party?
I'm George Donner, yes sir.
You've been looking for us?
We got word back in Little Sandy that there was one last party on the trail, and we've been trying to catch up ever since.
When did you set out from there?
It was the 31st.
What?
11 days.
What's that?
It means we've lost 11 days since we started out.
Oh, shit.
Can you fellas swing an axe?
Oh Lord, when will we be rid of this land? We've given you our trust. We're in your command. But it's a slow down, hold down, headed for a throwdown. Lordy, can't you give us a hand? Well, we work all day, barely sleep at night. We know in your heart, that this can't be right. We're headed for the promised land. Ain't it fine? But one more day of this'll push to my spine. Let's slow down, hold down, headed for a throwdown. Don't you hate to stop and wait, boys? I know it's getting late.
Slow down, hold down, break your backs and wasting time.
I need some help.
Oh, we got it.
Eleanor! What is I'm losing him. I don't want to do this alone.
What's it look like up ahead?
Well, Charles and the new fella Jay went up to have a look. We're a little past where we met Hastings, which means we're back on the trail.
Back on the trail.
Don't start.
With what? With the 11 days we just
We
lost?
didn't lose those days.
No, you're
right.
We didn't lose those 11 days. We just went 80 miles in those days instead of the 200 we should have.
Can we shut the hell up for a bit? You're on his side. I'm on the side of being goddamn tired. Tired of swinging an axe. Tired of hearing you two bicker like old women. Can we all take the night to just peacefully shut the hell up?
Peace and quiet, man, have to wait a bit.
What did you find?
This canyon leads up to a ridge, and from there, it's a hell of a sight.
A desert.
We're already in the desert.
Like the one that's up ahead, it's white like salt.
Salt.
It's beautiful, honestly. It's one of the things you ever seen.
It's not the only thing we found.
My wife is not gonna like this.
What do you fellas want to do the honors?
There it's a land of salt and heat, the smart ones will take care. Get set, you're in for a short but hellish treat. Be smart but beware. Don't fret, 2 days is all it takes. Then you'll be relaxed and in the clear. This ain't the time for breaks when you are nearly here.
Two-day push through the desert.
According to Hastings.
You're gonna get pissed off at me for a note I just read, like I wrote it.
Fellas!
You know, I'm just getting sick and goddamn tired of being treated like the bad guy for trying to get us to where we're going. I'm not your enemy.
Yeah, well, you sure as hell ain't my friend.
Good. Great. Who says I want to be friends with a thieving, wife-beating sack of shit?
Hey!
Think we can't hear
Cool
this,
off!
You're gonna eat those words, James Reed. You're gonna choke on them.
That was great.
Don't start.
You need to calm down!
Hey, I've been attacked at all angles for trying to help. I've been dealing with this bullshit for
Well, you
weeks.
think yelling at me is
Well,
gonna...
goddamn it, George!
Can I get some help? Luke, he's gone. He's dead. Can y'all be quiet and help me dig for a bit? I don't need this tonight, any of it. Can we just, please? I'm 13 today. I'm 13 years old today.
August 30th. The sun rises.
The landscape in front of us is alien.
Bizarre.
It's beautiful.
It looks like sand in the early golden light.
But it's a lie.
A lie. A beautiful lie.
It's salt.
Can't be.
Miles and miles of salt.
Salt. You can taste it in the air. It stings the skin and even the lightest breeze.
Hurts like hell when it hits your eyes.
We take the wagon slow. Careful.
We don't know anything about driving on salt.
But the day gets hot.
God, it's hot.
It shines off the salt, blinds you.
And the salt is hiding a secret.
Beautiful lie.
The salt's thin. The boggy, marshy bullshit underneath is a lot deeper.
Push the wagons as hard as we can.
Our oxen are already exhausted.
Bone tired.
My bad feeling is getting worse.
Worse.
Much worse. On the first day, the going is slow.
On the second, it's a crawl.
2 days.
2 days.
Isn't that what Hastings said? A
Hastings.
2-day push through the desert.
2 turns to 3.
Does it end? This can't go on forever, right?
Right.
But there's no end in sight.
I take my little sisters in my arms and carry them as far as I can.
The mud's getting deeper.
6 inches. 8.
And on the third day, the mud is halfway up the wheels.
Ah, hell.
Hell of a shortcut.
If you've got a smaller wagon, a lighter one, you might be able to push through.
But the reeds...
The reeds.
God damn it, can somebody help me push this thing?
I see you need to. What the hell am I supposed to do? Leave it.
A little help? Anything? But they pass right by. Yes, my wagon is large, custom built, made for a large family to travel comfortably. An actual stove and a couple beds. And I can feel the resentment. Felt it the whole time. Fuck me for having a little money, right? Fuck me for trying to provide for my family like you all do yours. We fall behind.
Way behind.
As the sun starts to set on day 3,
3 days.
we're not catching up. Not like this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All I wanted to do was get us there fast and comfortable, and then this happens. What did I do wrong?
Nothing.
Everything.
Push.
Sorry, girls. We're gonna have to leave the wagon. Push!
Push.
Take what you can carry and let the oxen find water for themselves.
I have a little doll.
Push through the night if you have to.
I should have left it at the wagon. Taken a few coins or a little more flour.
Day 4 and no end in sight.
But is keeping the doll so bad? Do I have to give everything away? Haven't I lost enough?
Day 4.
4.
We weren't ready. Not even close.
Well, how do you prepare for a desert of salt?
What the hell did I sign up for?
I see it.
What?
What is it?
It's there. That shimmer, it's them.
Hastings?
It has to be, don't you see it?
I see.
Nothing. The lake. Shimmer. Nothing.
I run as fast as I can, but the further I go, the further away it gets.
I told you.
That shimmer.
The heat.
I cry when I'm too damn thirsty.
Keep going.
Day 5 comes. For the first time in my life, I wonder if I'm about to die.
We're not dead yet.
Don't stop.
Take a step, then another.
I won't die in this godforsaken desert.
The catalyst thing. We should go after them, but it's useless.
Pointless.
The animals can smell water. Maybe they know which way to go.
Will, go on ahead.
What? No.
If we both die of thirst, Kim dies too. Go find water and come back to us.
Oh God.
Please.
I go
What choice is there?
and push ahead as fast as I can, my skin blistering in the heat.
Push ahead, leaving my entire life behind.
Push, push, push.
Step.
Just one.
And another.
Don't stop.
Day 6 dawns, and the mountains in the distance start to grow.
It better be.
I don't know
Don't say it.
how much farther I can go.
Get a move on, old man.
My mouth tastes like blood and salt.
I feel like I'm going blind.
The push.
Push!
God damn you.
And then it's done. It's over. The salt gives way to grass and a stream. I take a long drink and it all comes right back up. I stick my head in the stream and I think I'm drowning myself.
We made it.
Barely.
6 days in the desert. We make camp on the foothills next to a stream, hold our children tight, and try to rest. But sleep doesn't come. If I have the thought, I'm sure others have it too. We aren't going to make it to California.
I thought we weren't going to have a lot of meetings.
We thought a lot of things when we started. Do I get a vote?
Only if the question is you taking a bath.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. Anyone got soap?
All right, folks, let's gather. I think we got a lot to talk about.
Any of it good?
No, it's been a few days and we've managed to find a few of the cattle that got loose in the desert, but well, I think we can all agree things aren't going too hot.
No shit.
So I'd like to hear from the families on what they've got left to see if we can maybe pool resources a bit.
We lost an oxen and a few cattle, but we're getting by. Might have a little food to help others that they need.
Our oxen made it through, but I think we're gonna lose one before long. He's got a bum foot. Supplies are starting to run slim.
We're doing all right, but there are a lot of us, and I'm afraid food is going to start getting scarce before too long.
Our wagon took a hell of a beating. We're gonna have to repair it more often.
I don't have to share how we're doing. That's my business.
Now-
My business.
Well, folks, I'm gonna be honest. My family's not doing well. I lost over half my livestock, most of my oxen, both my wagons, not to mention the bulk of my possessions. Now, I'm not a begging man,
Are
but
you sure about that?
I'm not a begging man. But I don't see how my family's gonna make it to California. George got like this.
James, I think the problem is bigger than that. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but I have the feeling that most of us don't have enough supplies to make it through to California at our current pace and state. Am I wrong? So, we all get to put our heads together and figure out a way to get ourselves out of this mess.
How the hell we get into this kind of mess in the first place?
I think we need to send a couple men ahead on horseback and get out to Sutter's Point. John Sutter is a good man, he can help us.
So someone will have to make it over the mountains and then come back with supplies.
That's a hell of a trip.
I'll do it. Y'all got families. I just got myself to worry about. Load me up with a horse and some food and I'll do it.
Now, hold on a minute. I'm fine with that, but I had a question. How the hell we get into this mess in the first place? I'm a bit late to the party, so maybe someone can explain that to me?
You're a wagon driver, aren't you?
I'm a guy asking questions is what I am.
We don't
I'm the
need-
king of fucking England. Don't know what my job has to do with my question.
Can we do this another time, fellas?
I just want to know.
What good is it gonna do?
Maybe, if I know who got us into this mess, I know who to listen to or not when they speak.
Our friend James Reed here persuaded us to continue on down
No, don't you put this all on me. We all decided.
So it's you I need to be pissed off.
Hey, I'll admit my mistakes, but I'm not taking the blame for all of
Oh,
this.
you won't take the blame, but you take the handouts.
I'll do what I have to protect my family. Some of us care about ours.
I want an explanation.
What makes you think you're owed anything?
You got some fucking attitude, Fred.
You know, I've gotten enough from the wife beater over there. I don't need to hear from
Choose
you.
those words carefully. Calm down. You think you're better than me? What? Because you've got money? But hell, you ain't even got money anymore. You ain't got shit.
Whoa!
There's
Come on, fellas.
Shane, no, I wasn't trying
What
to.
exactly were you trying to do?
He hit my daughter.
And you killed him for
I'm
it?
just trying to scare him.
I think you scared him pretty good there, James.
George,
This is real bad.
I know shit. I'm sorry.
Well, I know you are, but I don't know it's gonna help.
Maybe it's not as bad as it looks.
What?
I don't think he made it, James.
No,
You murdered him.
I didn't need
He
to.
was
I'm
a real
sorry.
popular fella, James. People are gonna be awfully sore that you went and murdered a fella everybody liked.
George, I need to go see my
I
wife.
can't let you go, James. We gotta
What?
We gotta gather everybody.
No,
up.
please,
We
George.
gotta- We gotta figure out what to do about this. It is not up to me.
George,
It can't be.
There was nothing we could do. He was already gone by the time we were really looking at him.
I'm so sorry.
Folks! Let's not beat around the bush. Folks. A member of our party was just murdered. And there was no one around but us to decide what justice looks like. Call it a decision, or a trial, or whatever you like. But there is blood on the ground, and that blood cries out for justice. There's a man on the ground, and there's blood in the air. I can taste it. Let's our chance to get back what's been done to this man. Let's not waste it. And though vengeance won't take back the life, we'll have justice for that what was lost at the edge of a knife.
Frontier justice!
Blood for blood, an eye for an eye.
Frontier justice!
Wide and poor John Snyder hath died. And though he is gone, we will carry this pain. And what shall we do with the murderer? James Reed must hang.
I'd like to speak in my own defense. I believe I'm a good man, a family man, a man of virtue. I did and done wrong, I was dead wrong, I never hurt you. What I did in the moment I cannot take back. But look at my soul and tell me if you think it's black.
Frontier justice!
What have we done to land in this hell?
Frontier justice!
From the start, how far have I fell? So I beg you for mercy, I pleaded my case. Do you think that I wanted this? God, just look at my face. Look me in the face, look me in the eye. Stand up before me and say, you condemn me to die. If you think you have it in you to tie the rope, then look at my daughter and tell her you're killing her home.
Frontier justice!
I'm the same man I was before.
Frontier justice!
Will my life really settle the score? With this one life,
We settle the score!
My wagon is plenty tall and mighty strong. It'll support a rope.
then what say the rest of you, huh? You let one man do your dirty work for you? Because if I die, it's because all you did it. So tell me, which one of you is brave enough to tie me now? Huh? Huh? Who's gonna look me in the eye and send me off?
There is fear in your hearts, but there's fire in your eyes. I can feel it. He held life in his hands, and it's gone. Here's his fate. We will seal it. And though all of you folks are so nice, he's gambled with blood, and you know he must pay the price.
Frontier justice! Frontier justice!
Oh, Virginia, don't let him see you cry.
Frontier justice! Frontier justice!
Time's up, James. It's your turn to die. With one moment, the world is on fire. Their blood is now boiling, their thirst for revenge grows ever and ever and ever and ever higher.
Frontier justice!
Hold just a goddamn minute. I ain't denying he's done wrong, but you're talking about watching a man hang. Y'all think you have the stomach for that? Be honest. John was your friend. So you go on. Tie the knot. Or how about you, Jay? It's real easy. Make an S with a rope, loop it around, pull it through, take it. Take the goddamn rope! You are good people. You're not killers. You're not animals. And while there needs to be justice, I know you ain't the type that can live with blood on your hands. We send him off. We send him west, alone with only what he's got on his back.
It's just killing me.
That's between you and God. You killed the man, James. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah. I'll go out west. I'll tell him what's going on. I'll get help. I'll bring help back, I promise.
Banishment, then.
George.
Shit. Any objections? That's it then.
George,
Just
please.
you, James. We'll take care of your family.
If something happens to them, it's on all your heads!
What do we do now? We bury John Snyder. We make camp. And we pray.
In the morning, we'll
Oh
make...
God! Look!
Oh, it can't be.
What is it? Snow.
We are your deepest fears, we are just like the rest of you, and if in the end you are here, you will do what you have to do. We are America, and we aren't just animals, there is such a fine line between noble heroes and cannibals. We will die, we will survive.
Reed was sent west in early October. Already too late. Too late. Too fucking late. It took the rest of the month to get to the Sierra Nevadas, and the panic was setting in more and more every day. Charles had hurried ahead to try and get supplies, but none of us had much hope in him ever coming back. Or maybe there was hope, but no real expectation. There had to be hope, I guess, because otherwise we were all going to die by Christmas. At the end of October, we were firmly in the mountains, and the whole goddamn thing just fell apart. We made a push for the summit, and then another. The snow was up over the wheels near the top, and we knew that it was useless. A man and a horse might get through it, but the wagons were never going to make it. We retreated back down, made camp next to a lake, built a couple of cabins, laid down next to people we were already sick of being around, and just hoped. There wasn't anything to do but hope. We were so close. So close. There was less than 100 miles between the camp and the Sacramento Valley. We went over 1,000 miles that year, and that's where it stopped. 100 miles apart. Might as well have been with the fucking moon.
Townsend, how's George? Not good.
And there was an accident, is that what I heard?
One of the wagon wheels broke in the foothills and he cut his hand really badly trying to fix it. It's infected.
Can you bring him here to the cabins?
No. He's resting, but he won't do well if we take him out in the cold. We're doing all right in our tents.
How long did you make that last?
As long as we have to. I'm just here to see if there are any more blankets.
Mrs. Reed might have
Come here, quick!
What's going on?
It's Charles, he's back!
Well, son of a bitch.
Does he have supplies?
Did he bring help?
Hello!
We're in here!
Calm down, folks.
I can't believe it.
I can't fucking believe it, Charles Stanton. You might as well be Jesus Christ walking in here.
You're gonna give me an ego.
Who's that?
Oh, folks, this is Salvador. He's an Indian guy.
Introductions later. What happened? Did you bring help?
Well, they'd already heard about what was happening when I got there. Reed made it before I did.
Dad! Did you see him?
No, I'm sorry. I think he went off to get some more help, but I didn't see him. When I crossed, the snow wasn't half as deep. It was still rough going. It was 4 days to Sutter's Fort. We gathered up some mules and as much food as we could all carry and made our way back here. Would have been some serious shit if it weren't for Salvador here.
Is there more help coming?
I think so, but I don't know that it's coming soon. There's a war going on, apparently.
What?
Yeah, down south, we're fighting Mexicans, I guess?
What the hell does that have to do with us?
It means that most of the able-bodied men are down there fighting.
The ones who'd be making the rescue party.
Exactly. They know that we're here, and I know that if they can get to us, they will. But for now, we've got some flour and some dried beef and such.
How long can we make that last?
Well, don't get greedy with it, that's all I can say.
Thank you, Charles. Thank you for coming back.
It's really good to see y'all again. It was a little warmer in Sutter's Fort, I gotta confess.
Let's get those bags indoors.
You said there was mules?
Yes, sir.
A little fresh meat then.
Glad to be a mule.
Glad to be any of us.
Hey, you think Mrs. Ring would watch Jim for a bit?
What? Well, I guess so. Why?
Just for the afternoon. Will you ask her?
What's going on?
Nothing bad. Don't worry.
If you're sure.
I'm sure. Maybe outside? And bring your coat.
William,
Yes?
do you think we're going to make it?
We have to.
You think we will?
We can't lose hope. Never.
I'm scared. My children are scared. My husband's so sick he stopped being scared a week ago. It's almost worse.
You're strong. Stronger than most, I think. We're going to get our kids over those mountains. You and me both.
Thank you.
Not yet.
William, Eddie, what is all this?
Okay, you can look.
Will,
It's a picnic. Or as near as we'll get out here.
it's beautiful.
Do you see how pretty the lake looks?
I see it. Will, you didn't have to do all this.
I know, but I wanted to. Come on. Let's eat.
I'm gonna feel guilty eating this.
Don't. It's not much. And now we've got more food from Charles.
What's this all about?
I love you.
I love you too, Will.
And even in this awful situation that we're in, I still want to show it to you.
You're gonna make me cry.
Don't. The tears will freeze to your face. It's not much. But sitting here next to you, I can imagine what it's going to be like when we get to California.
Do you think it'll look like this?
It'll be green and beautiful. And you'll find us a spot like this, and a lake out there with a place looking out over it.
And we'll picnic there?
All three of us. And we'll watch the sunset over our lake on our land.
Just 3?
Hell no. 4, 5, us and a whole gang of kids.
I'd like that very much.
We're going to have it. All of it. Over the mountains there lies a valley with a beautiful lake fed by a stream. There's a hill and a tree and a cozy spot, and there lies our valley, there lies our dream. And that lake, it looks just like this one, but warmer. There all sit Whitley, and you'll sow some seeds, and we'll raise our boy, and we'll watch him grow older. There in our valley, the place of our dreams. And far from here, where the sun always shines and the snows cannot find us, and far away, where our lives can officially start, we'll fly from here, and we'll find a new land full of hope and kindness, and there we'll stay. With you and our boy, all and all that I need for my heart.
Over those mountains I see our future. Nowhere won't matter as long as we're true. I don't need a big house and I don't need money. My home's where my heart lies. It's always with you. And we'll raise our son to be strong like his father, and I know he'll be happy his whole life through. Even here in the cold, my heart's full to bursting. All I need is your love, my life is with you.
And far from here, where the sun always shines and the snows cannot find us, and far away, where our lives can officially start, we'll fly from here, and we'll find a new land full of hope and kindness, and there we'll stay. With you and our boy, I'll have all that I need for my heart. Over those mountains there lies a valley with a beautiful lake fed by a stream. There's a hill and a tree and a cozy spot, and there lies our valley. There lies our valley. There lies our dream.
A month passes. A new normal, if it is even possible to call it that, emerges. In 2 cabins and a couple tents, the nearly 80 people of the donor party huddle for warmth while simultaneously trying to get as far away from each other as we can. The balance between cabin fever and freezing temperatures makes for miserable living. And a couple weeks before Christmas, it starts becoming more and more clear that Stanton's supplies are running dry, and drastic measures are the only ones left.
Is everyone doing okay in the other cabin?
No, but no worse than anyone else here.
Virginia, how's your family getting on?
Everyone is still there. We asked another family for food and they had us pay triple for a cattle leg.
Hard times.
That's a way to put it.
I don't know if you've heard, but there's been a few deaths in our cabin.
They were sick.
Sick, starving. People are getting the common cold and dying because they don't have enough food to get over it.
There's a few in our cabin that won't make the week. This isn't sustainable.
What do we do about
I
it?
tried hunting. There's nothing left.
We shot that bear a couple weeks ago.
And a deer took my head off before it went down. But despite that, I tracked down another if I could. The game is just gone. All of them already down past the foothills.
And we couldn't do that too?
I looked at my wagon a couple days ago, could hardly find it. The snow is up over 10 feet now.
We can't stay here.
We could spend the next 2 weeks trying to unbury the wagons just to starve to death or die from exposure. It's true. I want to get out of here, but those wagons aren't moving until the snow's gone.
So what do we do?
When I was a boy, we made snowshoes. Wooden frames with leather strings across. Made it so that you could walk on top of the snow.
So we walk out of here? To California?
I'm not walking anywhere, not in this bum ankle.
It wouldn't do to have the whole party walking anyway. Most are too weak to make it. They die halfway across.
So who goes?
The strongest. We'll need to make it on as little food as possible.
But what happens to everyone else? My brothers and sisters can't do the walk.
They'll have to stay here.
And who's gonna look after them?
The families that stay behind will have to look out for themselves.
With some more people gone from camp, there'll be a little more food to go around. A little, anyway.
And what happens when we get there?
We tell them what's really happening here. There may be a war on, but there has to be some people who can help. Even just a few. They won't be able to deny it when we're right in front of them.
Do you think that'll work?
What other choice is there? I'm not gonna lie, folks, this is not gonna be easy. I did the hike a month ago, and the snow's only gotten worse from there. And it's only gotten colder. We'll have Salvador here to help guide us, but there's no trail to follow. It'll be 6 or 8 days to Sutter's Fort, and that's if we don't find trouble. So how many snowshoes do we make? Who's going?
Jay and I will go, and I think my father and little brother can make the trip too.
I think I can make it.
I guess I'm going.
I'll need to stay with Jim, but you should go.
I know, shit. Townsend,
I can't.
you're stronger than most of us.
I can't leave George. I'm sorry. Brother Jacob's almost gone himself. I won't leave George to die alone. I just can't.
Who else?
I'm going. I think my wife can too. I'd rather die on my feet.
Alright. I'll go check in the other cabin. It'll be a few days to make the snowshoes, make whatever preparations you need to.
Wait. Will y'all do something for me? Can we pray together? Dear God, please keep us safe. We are your children and we put our lives in your hands.
Am I stronger than I think I am? Am I sure this is the path to take? If I fail, will someone give a damn? My whole world is now at stake.
We don't know why this has happened to us, but we can only have hope and faith that you will guide us through.
As I face the world alone, as I leave them all behind, my heart is full of fear. If only we had known the pain that we would find, why have you brought us here?
All these doubts and fears surround me. They beat me, tear me, bound me.
But I feel your love around me.
When I think I can't go on, when I reach and start to fall,
I just look to you and those fears seem to slip away.
snow, travel where we must go, and find our salvation, a path to set us free. We'll feel the sun on our face, a warm breeze in our hair. We'll escape all the pain and be free from despair.
We will find a way through, and it'll come back for you. And God is my witness, we'll all find each other again.
Though we all risk our lives, though we stand to lose everything, we will all find each other again.
In the name of Jesus, my Lord, I pray. Amen.
Amen.
You have to keep these people safe. You have to keep you safe.
I'll do my best.
I know you will.
I don't want to go,
I know.
but I don't have a choice, do I? Ellie, if something happens...
Don't say it. Don't think it.
I'm trying to be realistic.
Now's not the time for that, Will. Fuck realism. I need hope. All the hope. Blind, dumb, stupid hope. Because if I think for even 1 second that you don't make it there, then I don't know that I'm going to be able to keep going. So you're going to go. And you're going to make it there. And you're going to bring a huge rescue party back to us here, right?
Right. I love you, Ellie. I love you so much.
I love you, Will. You promised me a valley. I'm holding you to it.
December 17th. 5 women and 10 men wake before the dawn has even touched the summit above them.
We each have small packs filled with blankets, basic supplies, and 6 days of rations.
Starvation rations. Barely enough if you were sitting still, but it's all that can be spared.
The oldest in the snowshoe party is 57. The youngest is only 12.
Mothers and fathers kiss their children one last time, then take the first steps into the icy morning. Tears still wet on their cheeks.
The snowshoes are unwieldy, but they work.
Most of the time.
The snow is 10 feet deep at the cabins, and only gets deeper as we begin to climb.
The first 2 days are almost nice.
Brutal. But at least we're doing something.
For the past month, we've just sat on our hands waiting for something to happen, but now it feels like progress.
Each day gets me closer to getting back to my family.
On the third day, we reach the summit. Reach it and pass it.
I try not to get my hopes up, but God damn it, we might just do this.
If we make camp on the third day, we have a small toast.
I have just a little whiskey left, enough for everyone to have a drop.
It's disgusting.
It's beautiful.
We toast our loved ones back at camp, toast the summit, ourselves too.
But even with everyone toasting and laughing for a moment, the fear doesn't leave.
I don't understand all of their words, but I can feel how scared they are. Me too.
The first 3 days the sky is clear. Colder that way, but we can see the sun.
And the stars for navigation.
On the morning of the fourth day, the clouds are so thick the sun completely disappears.
There are no paths to follow, no roads to travel on.
We struggle down one cliff, try to reorient ourselves west, and struggle up the next.
I know our progress is slower, and I know I can't go on much longer like this.
The one who brought me here, the kindest one, he looks so frail.
Push.
Push.
Push, goddammit!
On day 5, the last of the food is gone.
Already?
Keep going.
We'll starve!
Not if we make it there first.
My eyesight starts to fail. Even on cloudy days, it's bright white all around, white even with my eyes closed.
Are we lost?
I don't know.
Ask the Indian.
We don't know. We're heading west as best as I can tell, but what the hell am I supposed to look for? All the landmarks are 14 feet beneath the snow. We're looking at the tops of trees. I'm trying to find a trail. I'm trying. I'm tired.
We're all tired.
No, I'm tired. I'm done.
On the morning of day 6, we break for camp.
Come on, Charles. Time to get up.
I'll catch up.
It's awful cold out here, Charles. You need to get up to get warm.
I don't know that I can, Will. I'm so tired. And I don't know that I can see where I'm going anymore. I think I'm snowblind.
Can you see me here?
A little, not much.
Can I get you anything?
You fill my pipe? I ran tobacco a couple days ago.
Happy to.
It's in my pack, or...
Here. It's here.
There's some matches in there. You're a good man, Will.
I don't feel good about leaving you.
I know, but you got all those people to worry about.
Mr. Stanton, I've had this doll a long time. It's not much, but it's helped me feel better when I felt alone.
It's soft.
Yes, it is.
This is really wonderful.
Anything else I can do?
No. I think I'm gonna sit a while. I've been so tired, Will. Ever since that first day back in Missouri, I've had a deep ache in my bones. I think it'll be good for me to rest for a bit. Will, you gotta get those people across. You're the leader now, whether you want to be or not.
Oh, after many roving years, how sweet it is to come to the dwelling place of early youth, our first and dearest home. But I am changed since last I gazed on yonder tranquil sea, and sat beside the old witch elm that shades the village green. I wish I could recall once more that bright and blissful joy, and summon to my weary heart the feelings of a boy. But I look on scenes of past life without my wanton pleasures, as a miser on the bed of death looks coldly on his treasures. But I
old witch elm that shades the village green, that shades the village green.
I know you can't hear me, but I hope you wouldn't laugh at me for talking to you anyway. When I'm looking up at the stars, I feel a lot closer to you. Like you and I are looking at the same things, even if we're far away. Jim asks about you, asks when you're coming back. I tell him you'll be here soon, and I know you will. I know wherever you are, you're fighting like hell to get back to us here, but it still hurts to hear him ask it. It's Christmas Eve, you know, or maybe you don't know. We're putting together a little Christmas supper for the children. It's not much, but Mrs. Reed has been setting aside some bits for a stew. It's been a week now, so maybe you're already in California. Maybe you're already at Fort Sutter getting ready with a party to come back to us. I like how that sounds. You, cozied up in front of a fire, shaking off the chill of the mountain, a big dinner in front of you. Maybe some of the men brought in a tree to decorate even. And why not? Why couldn't that be it? Isn't Christmas about miracles?
This is bullshit.
Really helpful.
This is bullshit!
Can you calm down?
Calm? Are you people fucking kidding me? I haven't eaten anything in 2 days!
Nobody has.
And how long do you think we can keep this up? The only person we have that guide us is dead!
We have Salvador.
Salvador? No, you're right. How could I forget about the goddamn Indian savage who doesn't even speak our language? Hell of an asset. Look at me. Look at me, boy! You hear me? You don't know where we are, do you? No, of course not. You don't know what I'm saying. You don't know where we are. You don't know a fucking thing!
We're all hungry. We're all tired. We're all scared, Foster. Everybody. Shouting and carrying arms are going to fix it.
And let's fix it for real.
What do you mean?
I'm not saying I'm keen on the idea, but from where I stand, I don't think we have much of a choice. I don't know how much farther we have to go, but if it's more than a day or two, I think all of us are going to die. Unless just one of us has to.
You're out of your head.
I am not. Maybe you haven't thought about it, but that doesn't mean nobody has. How about it, Sarah? Jay? You tell me you ain't thought about it for a second.
You're disgusting.
But am I wrong? I'm not trying to be cruel. I'm trying to get me and my wife to safety. I'm saying we killed the Indian for food.
Jesus.
Is his life worth more than yours or mine?
He's a person!
He's a savage! The only reason he's here is to guide us, and how's that going? He doesn't even lead. He can't speak to us. He probably knows just as well as I do that we are fucking lost.
So you're just going to shoot him.
I'm trying to save us.
You want to use my rifle? Or maybe Jay's pistol?
I'm asking for help.
What if he's right?
What?
Oh, we could be 2 days away, we could be a week away, we don't know. And if something were to happen to us, what if they don't send help for those rest of the camp? What if it really is on us? Go send someone. You don't know that, Jay. My sisters are still back there. If we have to do one horrible thing to save dozens of people, doesn't that make it right? Doesn't that make it better?
Then we'll draw lots.
Christmas, though there's pain in our hearts, there's a cheer in the air. It's Christmas, for one night we can tell them we're free from despair. This Christmas. And if it's a lie, well, what does it matter? Better to smile for a night for my boy than to tell him my soul is in tatters. Christmas.
What the hell do you mean?
I mean, we draw lots. The short lot loses.
No!
If someone has to die, this is the only fair way.
You can't be serious!
If this is the only way to make it through, then this is the only way to do it.
So I have an equal shot with the savage? That's insane! You're insane! Are all of you seriously going to let this happen?
I'm gonna grab some wrenches for lots.
No, but... Fuck!
There's no roast, there's no wine, but there's plenty of love. And the stars have their shine, and at least for a while, we can make this feel happy and see them all smile. And all that they need is one simple reason. They're desperate for hope, and now 'tis the season. So pick up your sorrows and borrow some laughter. It doesn't matter when we will feel after. It's just for tonight that our hearts will be light and our fear will subside. Down in here we will hide and we'll weather the weather and we'll stick together and all of us happy and joyful and glad it is Christmas.
Everyone needs to come take one of these, one by one.
I'll go first.
You don't have to do this.
I'm young, and that doesn't keep me from death any more than the rest of you. Is this the short one?
No. Your turn, Foster.
Where's the Indian?
That don't matter, it's your turn.
Did he run off somewhere? Did someone say something?
Your turn.
You don't know these savages, Will. I know you think you're doing the right thing here, but they ain't like you and me. They ain't whole people. You heard of New Ulm up north? Probably not, because most of it's gone now. Burned to the ground. We fought like hell against them. And what I got to show for it was a brother shot in the gut who died slow. And my family's house turned to ashes. So don't you act like I'm equal to that thing. Don't you act like we're the same.
Take one, Foster.
Christmas, Christmas, we send out our prayers to our God up above, and we send all our hope and our cheer and our love, that together we might make a Christmas tonight, so our children will feel for one moment that things are alright. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Thunder? In a snowstorm. Oh God.
Whatever's coming, it's gonna be bad. Quick, grab every blanket you have and make a tent. Foster, get some branches for support.
How much time do we have?
I don't know, but if we're caught on it, we're gonna be in some serious shit. Move!
The storm lasts for 2 days, and by the time it's gone, the question's been answered for us.
4 people die in the next 2 days.
We push the bodies out of the makeshift tent into the snow.
Out there they can be preserved.
My father dies. He was a good man. A lot of men are important or smart or handsome, but there aren't a lot who are really truly good. He was good to his daughters, and he was good to my husband. I hold him as he dies. It almost looks like he's sleeping, but there's a horrible rattling in his chest as he breathes.
The wind howls outside. The snow pushes in through the bottom of the tent.
I asked him if he wants to say anything. Keep hoping for some kind of last words, but it's too late.
I think of my own father. Is he still on his farm back in Illinois? Is he happy?
I don't even know if he can hear me at this point, but I talk to him anyway. Talk and talk until the last breath finally comes out and stops. It feels like my heart stops with it. I sit in the body for a while, and then I just sit.
We sit.
We watch each other.
Another dies a few hours later.
His hand falls into the fire. And I want to move it, but I just sit there watching.
His glove catches fire, smolders in the snow.
I want to scream! I want someone to do something! I want to do something.
I go to move him when I feel him breathe and he moans. Goddamn scared me half to death.
He holds on for a bit and dies a little while later.
2 days in a tent. 2 days. Staring at each other.
Waiting.
When the storm finally stops, I hardly notice. The wind has been so constant that I can still hear it.
But the storm does pass. And there's still 10 of us here. And we have to go on.
Go on. Jesus.
There's grit work ahead and we don't have time to lose. We take off the clothes.
Make sure the belongings go to someone taking care of them.
Then you make the initial cuts. I guess when you look at it, a person isn't much different than a deer.
It's disgusting.
You take off the skin. You cut off the large sections, the arms and legs, the back and chest. You take out the organs.
I want to throw up, but there's nothing in my stomach.
The organs will have to be cooked right away. They won't keep. The meat we lay out in thin strips, try to preserve it as best as we can.
We make a stew. God in heaven, I want to say no. I want to refuse it. I want to say I'd rather starve to death than eat it. But I eat anyway.
It's horrible, but it's the most any of us have had to eat in a week.
It takes half the day to do it. When it's done, we bury what's left. The sad fact is, we've all been starving for months. 4 frail people doesn't equal a lot of meat.
One person wouldn't have made a difference.
The relatives try their best not to watch.
We keep the meat separate so no one eats their own.
I see my father's head lying in the snow. His skull is open. In that moment, I wonder what it would be like to kill myself.
We eat.
We eat. We eat.
I lie. I lie right to their faces. I don't mean to, I don't want to, but it's a lie nevertheless. In our second day in the tent, I reach into my pack for some tobacco, reach all the way to the bottom, and there's a little cloth package. I pull it out, try to keep it hidden, and there's a note.
Will, it's not much, but I've been hiding this away. Probably just a pound or so. And I hope you make it to safety long before you need it, but take it. Use it. I know if I'd asked, you would have said no, so I'm not asking. Take this and my love and make it safely back to us. Yours always, Ellie.
A pound of dried bear meat. It's not much, but it's enough for now. I could share it, and we all eat just a little better for a bit. Or I could use it alone. Keep it to myself. And make it just a little closer to California. It keeps me from having to eat human meat, at least for a day or two.
Hello? Townsend, what are you doing here? I'm looking for some help. Some people who can dig. Some of the stronger folk went to try to catch fish through the ice. I can't do this alone. What? Do what? I'm looking for
the cattle. When we got here, we had 4 head of cattle near our tent. They died and got buried in the snow. 2 months of snow. Feels hopeless, but God, if I can just find those cattle.
Do you know exactly where they are?
No. Shit. No, I don't. But I don't know what else to do. A wagon driver died last night.
Milt?
He'd been with us a long time. The farm back home, too. I'm so sorry to hear it. I buried him under a little snow, close by. We've got nothing to eat. And I know nobody has anything to eat, so we can't come up here and ask for food. But if I can find the cattle, then we won't have to eat Milt. Townsend, no. I've got 5 children, all looking to me. Some ask, some don't. My 4-year-old Tom spends his days lying on the floor and holding his daddy's hand, staring at a wall. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to check the other cabin. See if there's someone who can help me dig. God damn it!
The human meat lasts 5 days, and we still head west, and we still can't find our way over the mountains. The morning of January 7th comes, and we seem no closer than when we started. Wait, we need to see me for a second, Jay. Come on, Jay, please stay with me. Can you feel it? I'm cold, Sarah. I'm really cold. I need a fire, something. I need help, please.
I can make a fire.
Will?
Shh.
Will, I think he's going
Virginia,
to.
can you shut up for a minute? Can you hear that?
Hear what?
It's far off.
I don't hear anything.
I think it's a deer. I heard it a little while ago, but it sounds closer now. I gotta go.
You're leaving us?
I have to go track it down. Even a small deer will be enough to get us through.
Oh, please don't go!
I'm not your father. And I'm not your leader. If I can get us through this, I have to. I'll be back as quick as I can. Just think of it like hunting back on the farm. Have to keep an even pace, have to give a little space, have a calm and steady arm. Now I've got a simple mission, find a good position, find the time to take my shot. And try not to think that we're so on the brink, that this may be the only chance that we've got.
Stay with me. Oh, stay right here. I will hold you in my arms and keep away the fear. You will stay, and we will fight, and our love will keep us warm the night.
Just up a little hill, there it stands in the snow. Now we do our little dance, now I gotta take a stance, just 100 yards to go. Guess we need a little luck here, but I've got a buck here, and it's that'll mean our life. And with one short attack, I'll be there right back to cross my green elf to rescue my son and my wife.
Stay with me.
Oh God, please let my name be true. This is all that I have left. I put my faith in you.
It takes the rest of the day to skin and cook here.
But it's food. Real food. And with a little more to eat, we make the final push.
5 days later, the snow on the ground finally gives way to grass. And we make our way to an Indian village in the foothills.
They run away from us when they see us at first.
We must look like ghosts.
My shoes have fallen apart. I can see the blood on the ground as I walk.
I can count my ribs through my tattered clothes.
In bits and pieces, we reach civilization. Broken, starved, but we made it.
15 started.
Only 7 make it through the mountains.
It should have taken us 6 days. Instead, it took 25.
It's incredible. Any of us made it through.
Now they must know. Now they can see just how bad it is. But there's nothing that I can do about it. It's a week before I'm even able to get out of bed by myself. A week after that, I try leading a group of men back to the camp, but my body gives out in half a day. I sit at Sutter's Fort, stare at those goddamn mountains, and have nightmare after nightmare about what's happened to my family. Please, please, don't tell me I made it through for nothing.
Over those mountains there lies a valley with a beautiful lake fed by a stream. And although I know now I will never be there, I hope that you make it and live out our dream. When you left, when you walked out the door, I never imagined you wouldn't come back. But day after day I have lived with the horrible feeling and cried as my hope has turned black. And how did we get here? Were we really so bad to be punished this way? Why didn't you stay? Why did I let you go? Why did I let you walk out of my life just to die in the snow? I should know. January comes and goes. I stop watching the mountains. I know that you're gone. I could live, but then I suppose I'd much rather die if it means that I'd never forget your song. But even now the tune's all wrong. Over those mountains, there lies a valley with a beautiful lake fed by a stream. And perhaps when I die, I will be there forever. But I don't think it'll happen. I can't even dream. February finds us here, and our son has grown older and sicker and small. I see it all now so clear. We won't be remembered, and our lives won't matter at all. And how did I get here? Was I really so awful to watch him die too? Why can't I fly away? Why can't I just go? Why can't I just lie down and drown
the first relief party arrives and takes the strongest with them.
But even in that first, strongest crew, many aren't healthy enough to make it across to freedom and die along the way.
The second relief arrives on March 1st, and already 6 more have died at the lake camp.
With every party that comes, I send off more of my children. Miracles may be rare here, but all of my babies make it across to California.
Every relief party has survivors, and everyone has casualties. The horror is slow and constantly churning.
April 17th, 1847. The final relief party arrives at the lake camp. By this time, there is only one survivor left living there, and the party is led by an all too familiar face.
Are you a spirit?
No.
And the world still is truly full of surprises, isn't it? And after all this, that's a high bar. You're here to rescue me?
I'm here for my family.
Jesus. It's been months. Well, you didn't expect them to still be alive, did you? 3 rescue parties have come and gone. You didn't see them, you didn't talk to them.
I had to come see.
See what, for God's sake?
I want to know what happened.
They died, Will. They all died. Your wife, your son, my daughter. They're all gone.
Where are they?
In there, maybe. Probably.
God, what the fuck has been going on here?
You're really gonna come in here and judge what I've done?
This is horrible!
Of course it is! What did you really expect? Were you eating steak dinners on your way out with the snowshoe party? Or something worse?
We did what we had to do.
And so did I! They died. I survived. I made it and they didn't. It's been a long winter, Will. I don't know what things look like out where you've been staying, but we ran out of real food months ago. We ate blankets, shoes, the goddamn hide roof off the cabin. Have you eaten hide, Will? You boil it until you can just barely chew it, and it tastes like rot and mold. You drink the water, it's boiled, and just get a little more nourishment, and that tastes even worse. Your jaw aches from the work of it, and after a couple of days it starts to seize up. You're putting out so much energy, you can feel yourself starving to death even as you eat. Can you imagine what it is like after weeks of that to have meat? Fresh meat.
You're an animal.
Yes, yes, we all are. Predator and prey. You made it. I made it. That puts us at the top of the food chain.
And you give up being human to do it.
What does it matter? What the fuck is being human matter when the alternative is starving to death? Nature doesn't care about us, Will. It doesn't judge us, and it doesn't care whether we live or die, whether we're a good person or bad. You can be a good person, the best person, and still die like an animal in the snow. My daughter Ada was 3 years old. She loved the color blue. She loved to draw pictures of her mother and me. She loved to sing the old German folk songs my mother taught her. She was the purest, sweetest person I've ever known. And I watched her die right where you're standing. So if you want to come in here and judge me, you can go fuck yourself. You, that Donner bitch, and everyone else, go fuck yourself.
Townsend Donner?
Thought she was dead. I figured she had to be, since no one had come out from her camp in weeks, but the world keeps on surprising me over and over, doesn't it?
Where is she?
Her liver is in the pot.
Did you?
Did I? Then what? Kill her? What do you care?
I want to know.
Like you want to know about your family? You want to hear about how your wife held on to your son for hours and hours after he died? Do you want to hear about how she sobbed? Do you want to hear what it was like to cut the meat off of him? Is that what's going to make you feel better? You want closure? Well, you want fucking closure? Well, you needed closure, and I needed to survive. Is that what's going to do it? Is that what's going to make you feel better? Well, go on and do it. I'm not strong enough to fight you on it. It'd be a hell of an irony to survive the winter here and die at the end of your knife, but I am beyond trying to make sense of any of this shit.
If I have to live through this, and so do you. And live with it. Killing you would be letting you off easy. There's no coming back from this. Maybe we can go on living, but there's a part of all of us that died here in these mountains. When we first set out, I feel like I know why we did it. But now, I just don't know. In the end, all that's left are bones and meat. And all I have left are nightmares. We're just history. I don't want to be history. I want my wife and my boy. What the hell's it all for? What's left?
An idea?
What does that matter?
It matters. It always matters.
Maybe the only thing that really does matter.
There's a dream out there.
An idea.
An ideal.
A dream of America, not as it is, but as it could be.
A place of endless possibilities. A place of hope.
Where you can make a better life for your children.
Where you could grow up to do anything. Where you could have a valley of your own no matter who you are.
Or where you started.
Maybe the ones who understand it most, the ones who have to fight for it.
Crossing deserts.
Oceans. Facing seemingly insurmountable challenges. Endless perils. And continuing on in the face of it.
Risking their lives.
The lives of their children.
Putting everything in their world into a single bundle.
And putting their faith in a dream.
In a place.
In America. And maybe while there's still an American dream, then what happened here isn't for nothing.
We are stronger than we think we are. We are faithless This is the path to take. We go onwards toward our shining star. We will bend but will not break. We are America and we won't be forgotten, and we won't just be a footnote in history, some curiosity.